Hi guys, Ethereal Awakening here, doing individual zodiac sign readings. This one is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Check your North Node. And I just want to thank everyone for subscribing and watching. I really do feel good doing this for you guys, and I'm going to keep on keeping on. So, without further ado, Spirit, what messages do we have for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, in the side of Gemini? So sorry, Gem. What messages do we have for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Gemini. Spirit, what messages do we have for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the sign of Gemini. Spirit, what messages do we have for Gemini? Alright, thank you in advance. And first two cards out, Judgment is current energy, along with Ten of Pentacles. Deciding to manifest in everything you want. Five of Cups in the heart space, along with Ten of Rods. Tired of feeling overly burdened by that constant mourning and reflection on things that coulda, woulda, shoulda been. This is the 10. So this is that you've been so burdened by your constant reverie in the past that you're like, the 10s are here, Gem. The 10s are here. The Hanged Man in the possible outcome, along with the 5. So this is like fighting for your awakening, fighting for fighting for time to just ponder how do you manifest this 10 of Pentacles. So you're going to need some time to do that, to really sit and learn about how do you manifest, and what do you have to heal, and how do you heal, and what's this big world all about? And there's a lot of information out there. I mean, I have just saturated my brain with so much science and psychology and astronomy and astrology and occultism and politics, and I know so much about the world now because I wanted to. I wanted to know all the information. I was tired of only being given part of it. And how deep it goes is just so incredible. Underlying energy, what you might not be aware of, I've got the 4 of Pentacles along with the Empress and the Knight of Pentacles. So you're letting go of, in this underlying energy, you've been holding on to, just what you have in general. The house, the family, the cars, the job, you've been holding on to it. But I think there's a recognition in order to manifest this 10 of Pentacles, which is that sustainable and thriving and comes from a work that you do that doesn't feel like work. This judgment that you're making in your current energy, you might be in the mode to relieve yourself of that and start being more nurturing and caring, to give yourself that idea, those bursts of creative juiciness that you want, because there is your Knight. It's like once you have learned all the different things, how to heal the past hurts, how, what all the different stuff is out there for you to learn, that you would have the knowledge of what you want to do to creatively pull in your 10 of Pentacles. That's the gift, is how when you dive into learning about you and healing you, then you learn, oh my gosh, I really like to create crafts from recycled goods, or I really like to do tarot, or once you dive into it, the creative idea that you will birth into reality becomes the gift that you give not only to yourself but to the world. And then you pull in exactly what you want, this Ten of Pentacles, where your relationships are balanced and lovely and whole and wholesome and compassionate. And you know, everything that you know, you'll have the Midas touch, but it's not going to be like, you know, how you have to force yourself through everything. This is that effortless manifestation, and it's sustainable because you love doing what you're doing. And that's what you're deciding in your current energy. And then once you let go, going through what serves you and what no longer serves you. Once you raise your consciousness, you might lose some friends that, you know, just don't see eye to eye with you anymore. You might end up quitting the job because you need time and you need to do. I had to quit a job. I had to go to part-time because I wanted to focus on this. I wanted to be able to do this and give it not a fatigued mind from working 40 plus hours doing something that was just mentally, you know. I wanted to have the time and energy to do this and really put in who I am to it. This is what I'm being called to do. And so here you are in your heart space, like I said earlier. The fact that you sit in that pain, what could have been, what should have been, what all the coulda, woulda, shouldas in reflection, you've gotten yourself to that point where you've worked up enough that you're done. You don't want to feel the mourning over the coulda, woulda. You're tired of sitting in the past. And then your possible outcome, once you're going through that change, because that's what this Hanged Man is about. It's about, you know, putting yourself in a position where you will not move until an epiphany comes, until the big moment, the aha moment hits you. And you might have to fight for it, Gem. You might have to fight for it. I had to fight for mine. I've got an entire family telling me I did things that I absolutely did not do, like walking away from my children. I would never walk away from my children. Actually, I'm still in contact with my oldest child. But, you know, a mother can only go for her children so many times and be denied before. When do you stop traumatizing yourself and you just do the step next in front of you? I don't get that level of consciousness from my family, so therefore I had to pull myself out of it. So there's a fight. I had to fight to keep doing. I was not going to be away from my boys for this time in vain. That wasn't going to happen. And that's why I kept going. I know my truth. And this is my family. These are people that I have been very close with my entire life. They don't even know me. They don't even know themselves. That's what I had to recognize. This is nothing personal. This is just a group of people I love so much who can't even see the own love that they have for themselves inside themselves. And I'm on a path to do this so that my time away from my kids is not in vain. Your very next underlying energy card is the Fool. You're ready to take this leap, and you're ready to fight for whatever it is you need to fight for to get yourself ready to effortlessly manifest the Ten of Pentacles in your life, to bring forth that new idea that makes you feel abundant and in service and just whole and balanced. You're ready to be that gift. I'm going to pull an advice card from my Chapel of the Sacred Mirrors deck by Alex Gray. Spirit, what advice do we have for Gemini? Spirit, what advice do we have for Gemini? Spirit, what advice do we have for Gemini? All right. And void clear light. You're ready to witness. The transcendental ground of being is beyond all forms and is yet the source of all creation. Ultimate identity, the vast expanse. Clear light dawns spine-like up the axis mundi, headed toward the Kalachakra emblem, symbol of the 84,000 teachings of the Buddha, the wheel of time, and the transmutation of the elements, earth, water, fire, air, and space, by the principle of sunyata or emptiness. The reflections of as on witness. So the advice card here is just like I gave witness of my experience with my children and trying to help pull you through with a little bit of a story that There's nothing that is great in life worth manifesting into your reality that doesn't take great risk. And I've risked a lot to get myself to this point, and I think that you're ready to risk whatever it takes with this Hanged Man and this 5 of Rods in your possible outcome. You're ready. You're at the 10 here. If you've been to the 10 and you know that exhaustion from feeling, just constantly mulling over the past, then to go to the 5 and fight for something worth it is like cheese, baby. You got this. I hope this has helped, Gemini.